U.S. conducts flight tests of nuke upgrade. This is the moment a U.S. Air Force jet dropped an inactive nuke over Nevada. Earlier this month, the U.S. government conducted flight tests of the B-61-12 nuclear gravity bomb over Nevada. More are required before it enters service in 2020. The B-61 bomb is almost 50 years old, and the U.S. holds 4 variants of it within its nuclear weapons stockpile. The National Nuclear Security Administration says the B-61-12 will be an upgrade that comes with greater accuracy via a steerable new tail kit. It will also extend the life of previous models by 20 years. When complete, the B-61-12 is expected to be 3.65 meters long. It will also have an adjustable explosive yield of 0.3, 5, 10, and 50 kilotons. For comparison, the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki held 15 and 20 kilotons respectively. Keep watching for more on the latest military tech. U.S. drops the mother of all bombs on ISIS. Kaboom! The U.S. Air Force dropped the largest non-nuclear bomb ever used in combat on Afghanistan yesterday. Known to the military as the mother of all bombs, the 22,000-pound GBU-43 has an explosive yield equivalent to more than 11 tons of TNT. The bomb detonates before it reaches the ground, creating a huge blast radius. In addition to the physical damage, the sheer scale of the bomb's impact also inflicts terrible psychological impact on the enemy. This footage shows the Air Force testing the bomb in 2003. The target yesterday was the Islamic State in Khorasan, also known as ISIS-K. ISIS's Afghan affiliate has been using IEDs, bunkers, and tunnels to dig in following recent heavy losses. One witness on the ground said the blast was the biggest he had ever heard and targeted an area exclusively occupied by ISIS fighters. However, an Afghan MP said locals told him a teacher and his young son died in the blast. A U.S. Special Forces soldier was killed last week fighting ISIS-K in Afghanistan. The U.S. military estimates there are between 600 and 800 ISIS-K fighters in the country. The military said the bombing was unrelated to the soldier's death and added it took every precaution to avoid civilian casualties. President Trump confirmed he had authorized the military to carry out the bombing. He also denied that the attack was intended to send a message to North Korea amid heightened tensions with Kim Jong-un's hermit state. Hasta la vista, comrade. The future of Russian artificial intelligence is here, and it can dual-wield handguns. Gulp. The final experimental demonstration object research robot, or FEDOR for short, is capable of accurately firing 2 pistols at the same time. Come 2021, Moscow expects to see FEDOR models aboard the ISS and helping cosmonauts tackle space missions. The machine can operate automatically or can be controlled by a human. Initially developed for rescue operations, Russia hopes to use FEDOR for military and educational purposes as well. Russia's deputy prime minister tweeted footage of the robot shooting guns in April. He said they're not making a Terminator, but artificial intelligence. Well, that's a relief, right? Right? Israel deploys Star Wars missile killer system. Israel has upgraded its missile defense system so that the country can be protected from the ground to outer space. The bottom tier of Israel's missile defense system is the Iron Dome Interceptor, which is designed to destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells fired up to 70 kilometers away. The second tier of the system is David's Sling, which is designed to shoot down mid-range, lower-altitude missiles. The Arrow 2 is designed to intercept missiles in low to high atmosphere. The latest edition, the Arrow 3, has a range of up to 2,400 kilometers and can be used as an anti-satellite weapon. With the Arrow 3 missile system, Israel and the United States may be the only countries that have the capability of shooting down targets in space. The military is testing some new toys. The U.S. Army is developing a prototype assault rifle to replace outdated M16 rifles and its variants, such as the M4. The current generation of NATO rifles fire 5.56mm rounds or 7.62mm rounds. These measurements describe the bullet's diameter. The U.S. Army is testing several intermediate caliber bullets that fall between these two rounds. It is also testing cased telescoped ammo, which could be made of a plastic polymer material. Critics of the M4 rifle say the 5.56mm rounds it fires are less lethal at the longer distances required for modern warfare. Critics also cite improvements in enemy body armor, enemy use of bigger rounds, and jamming problems with the M16 and M4 as reasons the Army needs to upgrade its rifles. The new prototype rifle is expected to be ready by 2020.
Drones equipped with machine guns set to alter combat forever. A Florida-based startup has developed the technology to equip drones with firearms and weaponry that will drastically change the way wars are fought and lessen the loss of life to soldiers. The TCAD is a multi-rotor drone, able to carry and fire military weapons up to 22 pounds, which include semi-automatic rifles and grenade launchers. The latest TCAD drone models are designed to be remotely operated by soldiers on the ground. The technology was initially conceptualized to better identify, target, and destroy terrorist agents, reducing the collateral damage of civilian casualties. Deploying fleets of these weaponized drones is also expected to reduce the need for military personnel to remain in the field. The drones are also built with a stabilization system able to handle the recoil of weapons fired from the sky. Reports indicate the makers of the drones, Duke Robotics, have already taken in an order from the Israeli military and are looking to outfit the US military with them as well.
Iran tests high-speed torpedo. Iran seems to be making advances in their weaponry, and it's got Pentagon officials worried. On Sunday, Iran test-fired a high-speed torpedo into the Strait of Hormuz, a vital passageway for most of the world's oil. The Hooch torpedo is believed to have a sophisticated guidance system and a range of 6 miles. The underwater missile uses supercavitation to reach speeds of up to 250 miles per hour, 4 times faster than a conventional torpedo. Iran has been testing the powerful torpedo over the past decade, most recently in February of 2015. This latest exercise was most likely testing the weapon's speed, as it did not appear to be aimed at a target. Kim Jong-un won't like this one bit. The United States military is this week installing an anti-missile defense system in South Korea to counter potential attacks from North Korea against its neighbors and the US. THAAD, the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Battery, is currently being installed by US and South Korean forces at a golf course in Seongju County, South Korea. The anti-missile system consists of a truck-mounted launcher, a transportable radar system and control, and communication centers. The system is designed to intercept and destroy short, medium, and intermediate-range ballistic missiles deployed from enemy territory. When the radar system detects an incoming missile, the interceptor is launched to meet the target head-on, using kinetic energy to eliminate the immediate threat. The installation of the anti-missile defense system comes in advance of South Korea's presidential election on May 9th. Liberal candidate Moon Jae-in, who opposes THAAD, is leading in the polls. China has expressed serious concerns about the system's installation, claiming the move will harm strategic balance in the region and further stimulate tensions on the Korean peninsula. Protests are mounting near the THAAD site, with hundreds of demonstrators speaking out against the anti-missile system. U.S. military officials say THAAD will be operational within the next few days. Take a look at Russia's new Arctic military base. The Russian Defense Ministry has released a virtual tour of the country's new Arctic military base. Russia's new military base has been built on Alexandra Land, an island in the Franz Josef Land archipelago in the Arctic Ocean. The 14,000 square meter base is built on stilts, which are designed to help it withstand extreme cold weather. The base will house 150 personnel on an 18-month period of duty. It is also equipped with a clinic, library, chapel, gym, and cinema. Military experts say the new base will help Russia to control international shipping on the Northern Sea Route and protect the country's oil and gas resources in the Arctic. Russian President Vladimir Putin visited the new base last month. The country is building 4 more military bases in the Arctic region. U.S. Army develops anti-suicide drone system. The U.S. military is developing a system that can counter small, explosive-laden autonomous drones, which the Pentagon believes will pose a danger to U.S. troops in future combat zones. The current method of sighting and following a drone in flight is by tracking the radio frequencies between the drone and its operator. Suicide drones may be pre-programmed with coordinates of the targets so that they can navigate without radio control. This makes them more difficult to track using existing methods. The Mobile Force Protection Program is an integrated prototype system that can detect pre-programmed drones up to 200 pounds. Shotguns, sniper rifles, water cannons, mini rockets, and lasers are all being considered as ways of eliminating enemy drones. The system is designed to protect mobile assets, such as convoys carrying important cargo. These assets are more complicated to protect than stationary targets. The system has a three-step engagement sequence. After the scene and decide phases, the system would then take out the enemy drone. The same system could also be adapted for maritime operations, such as small naval riverine crafts. Phase 1 of the project is set to begin in May and is expected to last about 12 months. The third and final phase of the project will focus on countering a large raid of autonomous drones.